Hey everyone, it's Carla from the local library. I hope you guys are doing well. Um, we're going to do another how-to video today. We are going to do HeritageQuest. We're going to explore HeritageQuest. It is definitely a good tool to use if you're interested in doing some genealogy. Genealogy is kind of like the study of your family history, trying to figure out where maybe you came from and this, that, and the other thing. We're definitely just going to explore HeritageQuest right now. I'm trying to think. So I already logged in. I'm using my library card. If you don't know how to log in, I created a video for that, so that'll be in the link below. So just one thing I want to mention before you get started, if you are interested in getting started in doing some genealogy, I would definitely ask your older relatives, mom, dad, as much information as possible. Specifically like names, last names, first names, birth dates, maybe where they lived, any other stories and stuff like that. Something that can get you going on the right path into this. I would definitely suggest doing that. So, okay, so we're going to explore HeritageQuest. HeritageQuest Online is a digital resource that combines searchable images of U.S. federal genealogical census records with digitized books containing family and local histories from around the country. Okay, HeritageQuest, it's right there. All right, so there's so many different records you have access to with HeritageQuest Online. There's city directories, census map guide, U.S. Indian census roll, mortality schedules, agricultural and industrial schedules, U.S. Freedmen's Bank records, and there's more at the bottom. I'm going to definitely click begin searching. All right, so you can search the census, you can search some books, will and probates, city directories, military records, immigration records. There's public records, Social Security Death Index, Revolutionary War pensions, U.S. serial set, Freedmen's Bank. Search cemeteries, which is also kind of interesting. Because even if you can, you could search their find a grave index. So if you can even find, if you have approximation of where maybe an ancestor maybe died in a year, I mean, that could even help you give you a birthday, and then maybe a family is buried around him, and you could get more names and more dates and stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting. But today, we're going to focus on search census. We're going to talk about the census. So here's some search tips. You'll find some search tips to your right. Census records can be rich with details about your ancestor. Be sure to look at each and every question that I was asked and use the answers to locate more records. This genealogy is definitely a rabbit hole that you can spend hours, days, weeks doing. I find it fun, but it's really interesting, basically. You can pinpoint your ancestor's location from the census on a map. You can look for churches, cemeteries, and other places where your ancestor might have left records. Churches is good for baptism. That's also pretty good. So you can find a birthday, because you know Catholics, they baptize their child a year later, when they're a year old approximately. So you can say, oh, okay, so if they're baptized this year, they're probably born this date the year before. And that's kind of a guess. You can locate your ancestor siblings and census records. You can search, if you have difficult time locating your ancestor, try searching using only given names and other details like birth, year, residence, place of birth. Sometimes census takers only record initials in the place of the given name. Census takers didn't always have the best penmanship. So if you're having a hard time locating your ancestor, write out the name and try replacing some of the letters with letters that look similar. This is one of the biggest things I had, one of the biggest problems I had when I was doing research. Not necessarily my family, because my family is from Peru. But Actually, yeah, I did have a hard time because it was all in cursive, which is fine, but it was in Spanish. So that was kind of hard too. But I was definitely researching my spouse's family and ancestors, and the penmanship, it's cursive and it's very loopy and stuff like that. And you never know what they mean sometimes. It's interesting. I keep saying that it's interesting. I just really like this. Okay. So we're gonna just I'm making someone up, Miller, and I'm just gonna write New York, USA. This is gonna come up with a bunch of results, which is fine. I just want to show you this. You can put their birthday if you want. If you put in their year, when they were born approximately, if you did some backwards math, like, oh, my grandma was 96 when she died in 2015. Subtract, do that math, and you want to add, I would definitely add a few years just in case, but I'm not going to do exact. I'm not even going to put the year, but I just want to show you that. And that's the same thing with, I believe, death. Yes, you could do exact. Marriage, I think all the years exact. Ooh. Arrival, military, any sort of event that might be important. You could put family members. You could put the father, mother, sibling, spouse, child. There's some gender questions, race and nationality, year, location, all that stuff. We're going to hit search. All right. And here on the side, on the left, you can adjust these filters right here. You can do a new search. You can edit the search. You could filter it by North America, Europe. There's some shortcut keys if you really wanted it. Like new R, press the N for a new search, refine search for R, and this, that, and the other thing. All right, let's see. All right, I'm gonna hit the first image, or first result. So when you hover over it, it'll tell you this, Stephen, and look, even though I typed with an EN, they put a UN, and it could be just how the person who's recording this and adding it to a database just saw it. He was 52, estimated birth year, 1888. His race was white. He was born in New York, married, head of household. It tells you so many things, right? So Ellisburg, Jefferson, New York. He wasn't living on a farm. He was a carpenter. He worked in a lumber mill. He rented the home. He did not attend school or college. He completed the 8th grade. He works 40 hours a week. Oh, hours worked. Week prior, okay. Weeks worked in 1939. He worked 52 weeks. His income was $832. I'm gonna have to actually pull up the record. Ooh, sorry. Poop, sorry. I might just have to hit view details, and it should just give me all the information I just talked about. Yep. Let's see, where was I? No other income sources, household members. Stephen, Mabel, and Ida. I don't know who Ida is. I wonder if it's Mabel's sister, because she is 50, but I'm wondering if Stephen and Mabel are married. Right, they're similar in age, they both have the same last name, and I wonder if Smith is Mabel's maiden name. I'm not sure. Why don't we go ahead and hit this? So it does say not all information on the record image has been transcribed. Please view the image to see all the information or ask others for assistance. We're going to hit view. And here it is. It highlights it for you, right? It's pretty weird. All right, where are we? All right, here we are. Stephen, he's the head. Oh, lodger. I guess she was just living in the house, and I guess they just had extra income. They're married. They didn't attend any 8th grade. They're all completed an 8th grade education. They live in the same house. Drag this over, and you see what I mean? Like, I don't know if I would have to definitely zoom in and lumber mill. I don't know if I would be able to read that unless someone told me that's what it was. I can definitely see it. Let's see. Our income is $832. They don't live on a farm. So that's pretty interesting. So with this information, I can probably find more information about Mabel. I can probably take Steven and then mess around with some dates if I really wanted to. Looks like the home value was 12. I don't know what that means. 12 what? I kind of feel like a math teacher when I say that. 12 what? You need to mark what it is. So anyways, so I just wanted to show you that. There's so much information. I feel like there's a lot more information out there than you would think. You can send this document if you want to. You can send this to your email if you want. Some places they allow you to save it to an account. I don't think this one does. It just lets you see it. Some other websites also allow you to create your family tree while searching, so you can add a record to a person and this, that, and the other thing. But yeah, so that's all I have for today. I hope this can help you start your your family history search. I can't say it any other way right now. It's just, I like genealogy. It's interesting. It's super neat to see how we used, kind of like gives you a glimpse, like how we used to do things. It's also a lot of work when you think about it. Like whoever set up this website, whoever decided to, maybe it's not just one person, but I mean, you have to get the records, you have to scan them in, you have to have a transcriber, and it's just interesting. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. Next week, I'm going to explore another part of HeritageQuest. So tune in for that. So this how-to videos are published every Friday at 6:30. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, I will see you guys later. Bye.